The first taste of the semi-finals of '92. We're down to 40 minutes of action. The Saints and the Steelers in the major preliminary semi-final. Barnhill brings it up. Potter from dummy half. Just outside the 22. McVean, who was the late change for St George, meaning that Neil Tierney goes to the reserves bench. Henjack. Smartly they get it 40 metres out from their own line. Priddle takes it up the middle, cops some treatment. Last tackle for the Saints. Mackay with the kick. Riolo reading it well but fumbling back towards his own line. Beattie will have it, and they trap him 5 metres out in big numbers.
And they do it in style, Graham. That's one of the assets of the St George side. They've got one of the best kicking games in the competition because they kick from the front line, which puts all their chasers onside. They make it very, very difficult to get away.
Craig Teitzel with that charge up the middle. 40 minutes in only 2 months he has played, and Graham Murray has put a lot of faith in him in the front row. Dunn. Down to their last tackle. Simon is the man to look for. Just gets the kick in away from Priddle. Out towards the sideline, it breaks back in field though. Simon's onside. Quickly down on Potter. Very strong defensive player, John Simon. Heron off his wing. The Saints out near halfway. McVean right on halfway. Well, Huey, perfect conditions, plenty of cloud cover for the players.
That's a terrific day for it. First week in spring, semi-final football. This stadium has certainly got its own aura about it. Semi-final football, as I said, it's one to behold, and I'm glad I'm here.
We all are. Last tackle against St George. Something about that smell of September and the semis. The kick, a little chip by Peter Coyne. Riolo to be taken by Wolford and also Beattie. Plenty of muscle from both sides in the opening minutes.
Both Riolo and Michael Potter for the St George side, just those two alone, worth the price of admission. Two great attacking players, given half the chance.
Waddell. Show of strength from him to get away from the 22. Mackay. They met in round 9. The Saints coming up victors 21 points to 8. Awful ball away. Luckily, Michael Neal was there covering up. They go down late in the tackle count, and again they look for Simon. Charge down, Collins has got it. What a start. What a start for the Saints. He was left on his lonesome. Simon. Priddle got close first time. Collins comes up with a jackpot. The Saints can't believe the start. The Steelers, well and truly shell-shocked. Semi-final nerves, never ever going to get the kick in. On the Lion Red replay, Wayne Collins was celebrating before he even forced it.
Well, Graham, I thought John Simon was going to have a big effect in this game with his kicking game, but I certainly didn't think he'd have the start this way, but it probably reiterates what I was saying before. Illawarra kicking from back behind the line, whereas Saints do it from up on the line. That's what was costly for the Illawarra side in the end.
Collins grabs the first try of the semi-finals, the 25-year-old groundsman from the Saints. And we'll find all of a sudden they could be very quickly facing sudden death semi-finals next weekend if the Saints come up with another score early. Pincinelli, Neal, back inside for McGregor, who has had a taste of Origin football this year. Great centre combination with Rodwell. Dunn stepping up the middle. No doubt about the way they're trying to keep this ball alive. Plenty of movement. The Saints hang back. Neal picked up a great ball from Teitzel. Fine save from Potter, who was last man. Shot blind. Teitzel again. That'll be a handover. They looked to go the wrong way. They went the short side. There was only 2 players there in support. Now Wolford brings it back.
Well, if you do take that chance as they took then, Graham, they've got to be able to finish it off now with a good set of 4 or 5 tackles and force St George to kick from deep in their own territory.
Goulet eases the pressure a little for the Saints. Barnhill likewise with a strong surge. The Saints want to get away from their own end. And in a hurry, Prindle hit strongly over the top by Waddell. Shaped to kick through Peter Coyne. Now it's Potter who's forced to kick. Not a good kick from the Saints. The Steelers will have it right back near halfway. Good strong defence though. Anxious. Rather fidgety on the sideline, the Steelers coach Graham Murray. Wishart has gone hunting for the ball in the midfield. Rodwell. That's a good run from dummy half. The Saints have defeated Illawarra 12 times out of 20 matches since the Steelers joined the Winfield Cup in '82. Schiffoletti picks up the ball from the back. Down to Potter for another save. No! They get the reply. Out of nowhere, McIndoe under the posts. Right on the 22, and they line up both sides.
And both sides like to attack from scrums also.
Mark Coyne, great step. Coyne over the top. McIndoe saved it. Pushed back into the end goal by Walford, but it was a try if McIndoe didn't get his hands in there. Wishart off his wing. Gets away from Mackay. He puts the foot down. Heron comes across. Still beating tacklers. Great run. Magnificent effort from Wishart. St George turned around way offside. The advantage is played. Rodwell. Walford, and Rodwell gets to the corner. No! He lost it. Well, what a run from Rodwell, only to lose it in the end goal. The Steelers should have had it. Travelling, Walford tries to clip the heels. Rodwell only has to control the ball. Peter Coyne with a shoulder charge. The most important St George tackle of the season. Very confident with the ball. Walsh. They continue to unload. The Saints are not putting them down. Cross will have to hurry. Dragged in, Rodwell. What a chance here. McIndoe will grab a double. Here comes Goulet. Doesn't matter. It has been coming. We have been jockeying about the ad-lib. The confidence, the way they're spreading it. Goulet was too late. But it is out in the backs where they are causing the damage. Steelers standing back in the last set of 6. They play at it on the last. Coyne was allowed to turn his back. Heron to the corner. Well, double movement. Had to be a penalty. It was a handover. Heron's arguing with the referee. I don't know how he could possibly argue. Great tackle from Michael Neal to hold up proceedings. Stopped him short of the line. Finished off on a second tackle. Then he said, I'm okay, I can play again. Well, Heron should have a good check of the rule book.
And he should have a good look in the mirror too. He carried on like an idiot then.
Semi-final pressure. 4-3 the penalties to the Steelers. Schiffoletti up the middle. What's the report on Dunn, Hugh?
He's just getting a couple of stitches underneath his nose, but he's raring to come back on.
Simon. Kicking. Still not quite getting it well away from Potter.
Now, I've got to say, Graham, that I thought John Simon would have a big effect in this game with his kicking, but he hasn't really struck one single clearing kick properly.
Great step from Mackay. Here's a chance. Coyne's gone infield. Mackay can't find him. Schiffoletti looks for Pincinelli. He just takes a short play up the middle. Now they have a big backline set.
And they've got a huge overlap if they use it.
Waddell. Some decoy runners. Neal! Great charging run from McGregor. They've got it! That might be it. Midway through the second half, they get a stunner. Beautiful set piece. It was worked to perfection. Goulet. Time running out for the Saints. Cut out ball to try and put Elliott clear. They were the second team. the best team just behind Brisbane. Priddle to Heron. They might still have a late chance. Heron stands up. Riolo will score a sensational try. We're not done with. We are not done with yet. You've got to give a big hand to Priddle. He did something like this in a home game this year. A ball around the back, and this put Heron away. Lion Red replay, watch the clever skill. And Heron showed plenty of his own. Looked inside, in and away, and he stood up Riolo to grab 6 tries for the year.
Well, it's the first time that the St George team have had one of their big men running out wide, and it was Tony Priddle who did this against the Penrith side at Cogra Oval, and really paid off. Good finishing work there by Ian Heron. And gee whiz, the Illawarra Steelers are going to have a good look at themselves. But they do persist in playing this left-hand side of the field. I don't know why they don't attack more on the right.
They do now through Tony Smith. He needed somebody on his outside. Last tackle. Steelers looking a little bit tired, a little bit phased. The Saints are coming to life. Priddle chipping. Potter's there. They need a bounce. Potter's got it. Walford. Walford, they've got another one. Beatty, spectacular. Oh, the Saints. They have risen from the grave. They come up with a big try on the right-hand side of the field. Beatty grabs it. The semi-final on the Lion Red replay is busted open. Potter needed a good bounce. He got it. Great hands to Walford. Riolo came up empty. Plenty of support play. The skipper, Beatty, improves the situation. What a finish coming up now.
It certainly was. It was a great finish. The right-hand side of the field for the St George side has been on all throughout the game. This is the first time that they've tried it. Ricky Walford is a great man to take those advantages, and Michael Beattie's not a happier bloke in the park. Captain of the side, Mr. Proud.
They were out the door. They're back. Beattie knows it. The Steelers know it. About 30,000 at the stadium know it. After everybody thought it was finished. And we've still got 7.5 on the clock. Heron 1 from 3. This one to put them within 2. Within 2 it is. It is down to grim semi-final stuff. 18-16. Start biting your nails. Grab a drink if the throat's a bit dry. Get on your feet if you're a St George fan. They look as though they might be coming home. Well, Al, you left out there early. It looked as though things were pretty sweet. Something went wrong.
Yeah, mate, I don't know whether I come off, 3 or 4 others come off, but Saints certainly found some holes out there, and much to their credit, they're a champion team and they've hit back very well, but we're about 10 seconds away, so I'll leave it up to you, mate.
Well, congratulations. First ever performance. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
The crowd counts down for a bit of Steelers Rugby League history. They go ahead next week to take on the Broncos, but St George are left pondering what might have been. Murray, as I say, that coach has aged in the last 15 minutes. Now he gets a chance to relax. But the Steelers with a big first half that gets them home. The Steelers, they have been a bogey for Brisbane, and the Broncos will have to be in top form next weekend. McIndoe got a double, McGregor a try, Wishart 3 goals, Collins, Heron and Beattie the tries for the Saints. 2 goals from Heron. Goal kicking was important as well. 18-16.